Here's the intro. Family Guy the video game was released in 2006 for Xbox, PS2, and PSP. The game is obviously based on the TV show, which was still really funny at the time of this game's release. An adult cartoon that has lots of sex humor, lots of toilet humor, and lots of political humor based on information that is mostly either greatly exaggerated or straight up false information, so they probably got a lot of their info from the mainstream media. Anyway, today I'll be taking a look at the Xbox version of the game. Fun fact before I get started, this game was originally going to have a T rating, but due to what's in the final game, the ESRB apparently felt that an M rating was more fitting. Oh wait, since this is a Fox property, am I going to have this video taken down? Am I going to be one of the lucky ones who's able to keep this video up and even put an ad on it? Or am I going to be like a lot of the others, where it just gets straight up taken down? Huh, wonder what's in the special features. Oh. Well, let's go ahead and see what the game is like.
Still out here, huh?
I have a responsibility to my PTV viewers, Brian. And nothing says must-see TV like a 5-day, non-stop Mr. Belvedere marathon.
Gotta say, I never really cared for that show. Put out kind of a weird vibe.
Shh. I think this is the one where Mr. Belvedere sits on his own nuts.
And there's the weird vibe.
Alright, the show's humor is kind of there.
This is a day to remember, Rupert.
So, because we're playing Family Guy, we must be using Peter, right? I mean, that's who we start out with, right? Nope, it's Stewie.
Oh, marvelous. I see you stopped touching yourself long enough to learn how to play this thing. Well, let's get on with it.
They do at the very least start you off in a room where you can really practice all your moves that you have as Stewie. Man, there's already secrets they want you to find in this game. It is pretty interesting the way they tried to set up the house in 3D. I mean, I don't know if it's exactly set up like this. I think some things are a bit exaggerated for video game's sake, but it's still pretty cool. Oh, no wait, that wasn't a secret. I just had to get enough things to go through the door. Well, this part's kind of interesting. It looks like Stewie can mind control Lois through her ass. Here you can find a couple of Easter eggs through these doors. I'm kind of trying to figure out how this is considered like a poor house or lower middle class when this looks more like upper middle class, but whatever. At this point, you're probably wondering what exactly Stewie's gameplay is supposed to be. Well, I'll go ahead and show you. Stewie's gameplay is a third-person shooter with a fixed camera and some platforming. This is probably why the game has an M rating. You kill a bunch of children. The game controls alright. I mean, it's got a little bit of a problem with the fixed camera angle perspective, but it's fine enough.
Good thing my bribes at City Hall paid off.
Oh, so this is where the Cutaway minigames happen. They just kind of happen at random to help you out through the game. They're alright. They're not all that great, but they don't take up a lot of your time. I gotta say, while Stewie's gameplay is alright, you do start to notice early on that it's a little bit repetitive. But even with that said, you will realize by comparison it's probably the most polished gameplay in the game. Also, there's a room where you jump on pregnant women to get babies out, and also the collectibles.
Why am I bothering? Nothing interesting has come out of there in 6 years.
There's also a room where you do this. I don't know if they could do that in a T-rated game. Alright, that's enough of Stewie's gameplay for now. Let's move on to another character. And the next character will be Peter, right?
Huh. Hidden pornographic scene viewable by pressing up, up, down, down, left. Huh. Horny gamers believe anything.
Nah, the next gameplay is with Brian. And honestly, I wouldn't really mind that if it wasn't for the fact that this is the worst gameplay in the game. The gameplay I'm gonna have to age restrict this, aren't I? Brian's whole gameplay style is stealth. And not the kind where it's just easier if it's stealthy. No, it's the kind where you have to start over from the last checkpoint every single time if you get caught. So this is a third of the entire game, a crappy stealth game.
I see you.
This is even more disappointing than that time I watched the second SpongeBob movie. Now this is gonna be great. The gameplay already drags enough, and this makes it even slower. And I really hope that Peter's gameplay will be a lot better. Speaking of...
Lois? Oh, what the hell happened? All I remember is Mr. Belvedere was there, and I remember something whacking me in the head.
There was another Stewie level before this, but I decided to skip showing it in favor of actually getting to the Family Guy himself, Peter Griffin. and his gameplay is beat 'em up. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. It kinda matches Peter's character in a way, although the final product I kinda wish it was a little faster and a little better and more polished than how it turned out. What I'm saying is, it's okay. So you can get an instant death by hitting this show's vision of God, and it kinda makes me confused about what their beliefs are.
Damn these mimes and their invisible walls!
Alright, that's pretty clever. So the gameplay is fine enough, but then you get all these enemies just killing you left and right, like they put in way too many at once. Also, prepare to hear the same lines over and over, because this game has that problem. This gameplay style also has that problem that most beat 'em up and fighting games have, where you try to pull off a specific combo and it seems like you're doing the exact thing they want you to do, and it's not counting. So yeah, Peter's gameplay overall is better than Brian's, but not quite up there with Stewie's. And even Stewie's is not all that great anyway.
This reminds me of that time I tried to open that can of tuna.
Overall, this game is just very mediocre. I mean, it had potential of being great and Stewie's gameplay was in the right direction, but the game overall is even more of a snail's pace than that Cutaway I set up just to pad out the time. I'm not actually going to do that. Although, you know, I could. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this game. I mean, if you're morbidly curious, you could probably give it a shot if it's really cheap, but I would more so look at this as a Family Guy collector's item. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you're watching this under normal means, to where it's still on YouTube and not taken down by Fox. I've had a problem like that in the past, but maybe the video game's copyright stuff won't be as bad as the show's. But in any case, like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And again, thanks for watching.